If they're not open, that's a promise that's broken. So it's a real inconvenience for rural communities.
More mail issues in the Red River Valley after a man says he had some problems with the U.S. Postal Service.
We have heard several complaints in the past, mostly in the metro area, but this happened in a rural community, and that's why Joshua Lemke called our whistleblower hotline to share his story.
Valley News Team's Melanie Palmer has the details.
It's been really frustrating due to lack of service.
Joshua Lemke has been living in Hendrum for a couple years now. And he tells us he was surprised when he stopped at the Hendrum post office last week to mail something important.
We're trying to mail out a certified letter from my mother, and we weren't able to mail it out till 2 days later because the post office was closed.
There's a sign on the door saying when they're open. That's why Lemke made a point to be there on time. But he says when he got there, they were closed.
They weren't open the next day due to staffing issues, apparently.
We stopped in the post office and talked with an employee working there. She tells us she's just working there temporarily and her postmaster is trying to find someone permanent. But Lemke says his beef isn't with the local office, it's with the way the Postal Service is run.
They need to plan better. They obviously didn't plan well for when they moved our current employees somewhere else.
Lynette has lived in Hendrum for 18 years, and she tells us she thinks the post office does just fine.
The lobby is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can go in and you can get your mail whenever you want.
We talked
to the spokesperson from USPS, David Rupert.
He tells us the hours of operation for all post offices across the country depend on the number of people they serve.
Rupert also says Lemke is right. The PO did open an hour later that day, but he says there was a good reason for it. Staffing problems. And Rupert tells us when situations like this do happen, they try to make the public aware. In Hendrum, Melanie Palmer, Valley News Live.
The Postal Service spokesperson goes on to tell us that there are several other offices within 15 miles, and he wants to remind people about the online delivery options with USPS. He tells us they're always looking for more employees. For a link to online delivery options and location of postal services near you, head to our website at valleynewslive.com. As mentioned, this story came to us through our whistleblower hotline. So if you need help with a serious issue in your community, call the phone number on your screen, 701-237-6576, and leave your tip. We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it.